Hey, how everybody doing? Welcome back to Ask That Podcast here on YouTube. Oh man, sweet pickles. I'm really thinking this is a very tail end of Gen X thing here. This is a series of books. I thought there was only 26. I did some research, found out there was a little bit more than that. Each letter of the alphabet had an animal. Like this is Stork spills the beans. This is the S book, and these nice little hardcover kids books. You got them. And they taught you a little lesson each one of these. I had a full run of these as a kid. Loved these books, like the art, loved the stories in them. And then by about the time I was 8 or 9, when I probably wasn't reading them that often at all anymore, we loaned them to a friend of the family. The guy had been in like a car wreck or something like this. Had brain damage, and he's had retaught how to read. So they wanted some children's books. We ended up loaning them to him, and I never got them back. And I've been wanting them for years and years. Every time I look and find a complete set, they're wanting 5 to 6 bucks a book. 26 bucks, that's more. And then you add in shipping, more I want to pay. Got lucky. Local junk store was in not that long ago. I found this and I paid, I think, $2. Looking into it, this is one of the cheaper ones, probably about a $4 book. I think this is the one. I think this is one of those series where you got them in the mail. So you got one or two every couple of months, or one or two every month. And this is the free one you got. So everybody ended up with a copy of this one. Because I remember everybody having the Stork book. And I'm not, besides just flipping through and see how it looked on the inside, I've not read this since I got it. Well, you got accusing alligator, bashful bear, clever camel, doubtful dog, enormous elephant, fearless fish, goof off goose, healthy hippo, imitating iguana, jealous jackal, kitten kangaroo, loving lion, moody moose, nasty nightingale, outrage octopus, positive pig, questioning quail, responsible rabbit, smarty stork, temper tantrum turtle, unique unicorn, vain vulture, worried walrus, X-rating xerus, yakety yak, and zany zebra. All 27 stories with giggles and tickles and awful pickles, sweet pickles. In the world of sweet pickles, each animal gets a pickle because it's all too human personality trait. This book is about Smarty Stork, who has answers for every question, including who delivers the babies. And other books, Me Too Iguana, Zebra Zips By, Goose Off, Very Worried Walrus, and Fixed by Cameron. You're supposed to write your name here. Mine, I think, probably have my name in them. And this is the printing. It's 1977, so this book is almost as old as I am. And we got written and illustrated by Richard Hefter, edited by Ruth Lerner Pearl. Okay. Weekly Reader Books Edition. And we got one day, Lion and Alligator were sitting around the park talking about things. I wonder where babies come from, said Lion. That's easy, Alligator replied. They come from under a cabbage leaf. And there's Lion and Alligator. Hold on, give me a second. I'm going to pull this camera back just a little bit so the page is a little better on the screen. That a little better. Yeah, I can actually give you the whole page. Okay, I mean, for kids' book, it's flat color, but the art is not bad. Let's make sure we're not skipping pages. Okay. That's the silliest thing I ever heard, laughed Lion. Babies don't come from under a cabbage leaf. It's impossible. It's damp and dirty under cabbage leaves, and everybody knows you have to keep babies clean and dry. All right, wise guy, squealed Alligator. If they don't come from under a cabbage leaf, where do they come from? I don't know for sure, said Lion, scratching his mane, but I do know you can't find babies under cabbage or the lettuce or the carrot plants or anywhere else in the garden. Well, you're wrong, said Alligator. Babies come from under cabbage leaves. They do not, giggled Lion. Do so, shouted Alligator. Do not do so. Do not do so. Oh, they're getting ready to fight, man. Lion kind of looks like the wrestler Chris Papps. Just then, Elephant passed the bench where Lion and Alligator argued. Hold on there, she said. What are you two fighting about? There's Elephant. Look at food all over. Look at ice cream. This silly Alligator, said Lion, just told me that babies come from under cabbage leaves. Have you ever heard anything so funny? Elephant laughed and said, where do you think babies come from, Lion? I don't know for sure, admitted Lion, but I know it's not from under a leaf. No, it isn't, agreed Elephant. I can tell you where babies come from. Lion and Alligator looked at Elephant. Well, they both asked. There's the pig. There's the vain vulture. There's the camel. They go into the bank. There's the post office. I just love the world they had in this books. I remember as a kid just being fascinated with this world. Babies, Elephant said, are delivered by Stork. Stork delivers babies. Yes, said Lion. Of course, that's right. That's it. Stork delivers babies. After all, he's the postmaster. Man, you don't trust the United States Postal Service to deliver your kid? Nah. I still think they come from under cabbage leaves, and you can't tell me that Stork delivers them, roared Alligator. He's like, fuck you. Well, there's only one way to make sure, said Elephant. Let's go to the post office and ask Stork, then you will know for sure. They all left the park and went across the street to the post office. There's Rabbit. And they're going to the post office, the bank. That's where we saw Camel. There's Stork. In the post office, they found Stork busy stacking packages. Stork, they all said at once, we have a question. Hold on there, said Stork. One at a time. I'm always happy to answer questions. I have an answer for every question, but you have to ask them one at a time because I can't answer two at a time. Stork, said Lion. Alligator said babies come from under a cabbage leaf. No, they don't, said Stork. I could tell you about a carload of cabbage leaves I sent to a rabbit in Memphis once. I remember very well. It was July and very hot. Those leaves were very heavy. I had to put them on special delivery so they wouldn't spoil. Wait a minute, Stork, Elephant trumpeted. That wasn't the question. Well, what was it then, asked Stork. Sounded like a question to me. The Elephant said, the question is, Stork, do you deliver babies? Stork stood up on a box. Yes, well, I've been asked that before. And the answer is pretty easy. I deliver boxes of letters and soft fuzzy sweaters, refrigerators, percolators, radiators, and ventilators. I brought lemonade and marmalade, lampshades, spades, and ropes and braids. I've delivered bags of flags and boxes with tags, envelopes and cantaloupes, kaleidoscopes and antelopes. I've delivered most everything, balloons and spoons and hairy baboons, hats and bats and coats for cats, snakes and flakes and wedding cakes. Everything comes through this post office. As a postmaster, I deliver airplanes, canes, and weather vanes, but I don't deliver babies. And look, he's busting the beans, man. Look, he's spilling the beans about this shit. Yeah. It kind of looks like Stork got a feather coming out of his hat there. Like Stork stole that hat from Huggy Bear. 1977, Huggy Bear was around. You don't, exclaimed Alligator. You don't bring them, cried Lion. If it's not you, said Elephant, where do babies come from? Well, said Stork, it's really very simple. I can tell you in one word where babies come from. Oh, shit. I'm going to guess he's going to say hospital. I know, said Alligator. The word is store. Nope, said Stork. I know, said Lion. The word is Mars. Babies come from Mars. Nope, said Stork. Lion! Why are you guessing babies came from Mars? Lion? And it kind of looks like if you cut this off, it looks like Alligator got like a blonde mullet going on, like Alligator cosplaying Hogan. Look, he's got the yellow shirt too. It's like, I am a real alligatian. God, this is bad. I love these as a kid, though. Well, where do babies come from, Sideline? Will we ever find out? Yep, said Stork. I'll tell you right now. Babies come from mothers. Yes, they do. Mothers, not hospitals, mothers. And then we get pictures of the mothers. Look, there's... At the end? Okay, I guess so. There's Elephant with the mother and Lion and Gator and Stork. And then Color It Reading Funhouse. Especially for weekly reader children's book club members. Made of sturdy corrugated cardboard for durability. This little house comes ready to color. Big enough for two or three youngsters. It's very space for children to have fun. Curl up on a go book. Just think for rainy day activities. Easy to follow instructions and make assembly simple. Only $10.95. Okay, $10.95. Or 1977 is like... close to $25 now, I bet you. I wish I could pop up the inflation calculator for you, but that's a lot of money back then. To order your Funhouse, please send your name, address, and check or money order made out to a weekly reader book club for $10.95. Columbus, Ohio. And then I always love this part. They give you a little map. You can see where everything is in Sweet Pickles Town. And that's it. And there's all the characters. I don't want a full run, but if I find more of these in this kind of shape for cheap, I will definitely buy these because I love these books. I have fun rereading that. And I know I haven't done one of these read-alongs forever. I just haven't found something I wanted to read. So I'm out, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Give me a thumbs up. You know the drill. Later.